This is just a sleazy film all the way around. But what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Resident Horror. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. It helps the channel out immensely so we can grow and go pew through the roof. It's good! Anyway, welcome to Movie of the Week. Now, my focus this month has been on older movies. I want to get a lot of older movies out there to you guys that I think you will enjoy. And that movie today is a sleazy pick. Real nasty and sleazy. And that is Torso. Let's go to the Oracle so I don't butcher the director's name and the cast. Torso is an Italian Giallo film, of course. We know that. And it has another name in the US by Carnal Violence. It is directed by Sergio Martino, and it stars Susie Kendall, Tina Almont, Luke Miranda, John Richardson, and a few others that we have no idea who they are. This is a 1973 film, yes. So when you watch this, you have to go into that with the mindset that it's not going to have all of the fancy effects and all of that good stuff, good sound. But what we're looking for here is a good story and a good atmosphere and just a funny film overall, with horror aspects. But in the vein of Giallo, this is more of a crime slasher thriller. What is it about? A group of beautiful young women. I'm telling you, they look good in this movie. I can't lie to you. Something about the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. Yes. They got the sauce. So there's a sexual deviant on the loose on this college campus. These group of girls, they get freaked out and they leave the campus and go off into the hills to a villa up on the mountain. And unbeknownst to them, the killer in the city has followed them to where they are and starts to murder them. And it turns into a cat and mouse between one of the girls. Let me let you know that this is a sleazy film. So there's a lot of breastises in there, a lot of nudity in there as well. So it doesn't fall short on that. A lot of the guys in this movie, they're really perverted in a type of way. This is just a sleazy film all the way around. But it is a good film nonetheless, and it fits the billing of what's going on in the scope of the film. So it's one of those whodunit where while this film is going on, you're trying to put the pieces together and to figure out who is this killer that is wearing a red scarf. That's the whole premise. This is like the birth of the slasher because it pulls off some great shots in this as well. Slasher iconic scenes actually when dealing with cinematography. One that stands out is the forest scene where the girl in this film is running through the forest and you see the killer in the forest as well. She's running. It gives that nice panning shot, wide shot of the foggy forest. And we see this shot implemented in a lot of movies. You have High Tension, you have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jason films. This shot is universal and used a lot. And I believe this is one of the first that actually used it like this, I believe. If I am wrong, please correct me in the comments. But very good. And you would think that this film was filmed later on if you weren't, brought back by the acting and so forth and the sound effects. But really good shots in this film, especially in the forest. This film is graphic. Now, of course, we're in 2024. We've seen, worse. But two particular scenes in this film is the car. When the car is going to smash against somebody, you're going to see that. You're going to see this killer use a saw to, dismember and cut open with a surgical knife and so forth. And that would lead you to think that other people are involved in this, but they're not. So it's a very good whodunit film. Very gory. You may have to turn your face away from the screen at times as well. And for the time of this film, it also features a same girl scene. And this scene was very awkward. It's almost as if the actors really didn't want to even touch this. They didn't want to get involved. It was really out of place and almost forced almost. But we can say this is probably the introduction of this type of lifestyle being portrayed in film. Has it been done before? I'm guessing it has, probably. But I haven't seen it so much in all the older films that I've been watching. So this is the first one where I've seen them really put it out there. So there is a same-sex couple fling going on in the film. But it felt very awkward in this. And the film would have been better off without it because it felt forced, almost like he's trying to introduce something new to the people. So this film has a lot going for it. I don't think this film could have been made now with this woke climate that we're, so-called woke climate that we're in. This film probably could not have been made. It probably would have been unrated film. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun Italian Giallo film. I really love those films, and I'm going to start bringing you a lot of those as well as some older ones as well. But check it out. But be sure when you check this out, you have to put your mind back in time. If you're expecting bombastic things and all of this unnecessary excitement and special effects, of course, it doesn't have this. It is 1973. So for a 1973 film, I thought it was filmed very well. You also have WWE type action in it as well. I mean, people are getting drop kicked, side kicked, elbows off the cabinet and all kinds of things. It was fun. It was a nice little fun fight also near the end between the killer and somebody else as well. Nice little cat and mouse chase scenes, set the atmosphere inside this little villa. So I thought it was good. Michael Myers has nothing on the handkerchief killer. I'm just kidding. It's not up to that level, but this is a very good old school film that I think you guys should check out. It gets the Resident Horror stamp of approval. It has beautiful women in there. It has the boobies for you little nasty boys and girls out there. It has a little bit of good action. It has a good whodunit story, and it's an Italian Giallo film. What more can you want? So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button, and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And I will see you on the next one. I think I got a few back here that I'm actually going to check out for you guys and give you some reviews. Some old stuff, man. Don't worry. I hit you with some new stuff, but we're going to do a lot of old stuff for the first half of October. And once again, be sure to hit the subscribe button and that like button. I will see you on the next video. You know what to do. Stay spooky.